Hi, my name is Etienne and I'm making this video today about North Korea, but specifically about this book of Guy Delisle, the Pyongyang book, which is a cartoon where he tells all his history about his own experience in North Korea. Now, anybody else who have been to North Korea ever since are being asked, how is it over there? Is it like in this book? Because this is the reference. It's the book that everybody reads because it's really hilarious. His own experience was really funny. But the truth is that most tourists doesn't live an history like this one because Guy Delisle spent 2 months of his life in North Korea for work, doing cartoons for kids. 15 years ago, at that time, there was next to nothing about tourism. So most likely the answer is no, it's different. But still, the country is the same, the people are the same, a lot of tourism attraction are the same. So part of the answer is yes, part of the answer is no. Still, I strongly suggest you to read this book. And if ever you want to go to North Korea, then just realize that things have evolved a lot. Now, today what we're going to do is go through some of the very specific images he put in this book and just ask ourselves, are they still the same today or not? So let's start with the Yangkak Hotel where Guy Delisle spent 2 months of his life. In my case, I did maybe only 15 days, but I just love that place. It's an amazing hotel where every tourist wants to go. Guy Delisle made a drawing of the entry with the turtle. I tried to take the same pictures and, well, it still looks the same, but the turtle have disappeared. I believe it was in 2014. That thing about the two restaurants being called number 1 and number 2, well, things have changed quite recently. You see, in 2015, it was still the case. Number 1 and number 2, I took this image in 2015. But here in 2018, it have been renamed for being, you see here, well, that was the buffet, and here the European restaurant. So things have changed very recently. I don't know exactly when. And you see the general quality, it's much better than in the drawing of Guy Delisle. And also new for 2018, there's that list of things to be done in this hotel that is available in the elevators. Now remember that basement? Actually, it's the coolest place of the hotel. It's where you can find everything, and it does look a little bit like what he saw. You see here near the lobby, there is that small staircase right here, a very low roof. Watch your head. And this is where you go basically in the middle of the night to have fun with friends. There is a lot to do. Of course, yes, there's pool tables. The karaoke, actually, it's one of the most popular places. There is also some more stores that can be found there. Most of them are on the main floor, but yes, some more are available here. There is also like beauty salons and swimming pool and all sort of stuff available there. You can spend your whole night there. So I strongly suggest you to go try it. Actually, you need to do it. Most people are afraid because it's not really welcoming for the staircase, but you will have a blast over there. Then about seeing all the way down through the elevators, I tried to take the same pictures, and yes, kind of. It's not that clear like what he said, but yes, we can see down. About the room, good old room, it's still the case. They're kind of due to be renewed, but they're still very comfortable though. So nice place. No longer just 3 hotels. There's now about 10 in Pyongyang. The same 3, of course, are there, like here the Yangkak-do, of course, most popular one. Here the Koryo Hotel. And there's also that Potonghang Hotel that I've never been to. And here the Sosan Hotel, very comfortable, very nice hotel that is now available. And also here the Yangang Hotel right in front of it. And the next ones, like here the Youth Hotel, are very lower quality, so just don't go. Last about the hotel, of course, there is that Rugyong Hotel that was under construction back then. Now they have finished the outside. The inside is still being built, and it's just a major architecture piece in the middle of the city. You just can't miss it. It's an amazing thing. The Workers' Monument, of course, it's still there. It's still identical. And something that you might not know is that it's possible to go right in the middle under it because there's like no roof in there, so you can have that amazing view. The traffic ladies are still there, but they're being replaced with traffic lights, but still possible to find some. About those big fluffy things that you put on your shoes in some museum, well, it have actually changed in the weirdest possible way. It's now automatic shoes wrapping system that you can find in some very limited museum. Most of them doesn't require them, of course. Now about the miniskirt brings the whole thing about the fashion police and the rules to follow over there. Things have changed, but not so much. Here you see the Moranbong girls band, number one band right now. They're having lighter kind of clothes. It's new. It's amazing for the North Koreans. But you see here the flight attendant also wear kind of mini skirts. And during big military and fashion parade, there is some lighter kind of clothes for women. Not to mention, of course, there also have some swimsuit, which is kind of mini dress. Talking about big shows, there was those mass games, every round mass games with those human pixels. Huge show with so many people. Actually, it's in the Guinness Book of World Record as the biggest show on Earth. Still possible to find it, but it's not very often. But still possible to find it with those human pixels at the back and tens of thousands of people in there. Amazing show, you have to see it. Those kids playing accordion with fake smiles. Well, actually, of course, I saw a lot of kids playing instrument. Didn't find any fake smiles on accordion. But on other kind of instruments, sometimes they do are smiling, but it's just to make you believe it's so easy. United Nation trucks almost no longer available, but sometimes you see some international food program stuff possible to be found. USS Pueblo, still there, downtown Pyongyang. They're very proud of it. It's the boat that they captured from the United States, and they're like to show it. Shooting range, still possible to see it. Kind of fun. Most group goes there, but not all the times. Still the exact same. More of that. About shopping and having only identical items everywhere, that have totally changed. It's no longer true. You see here, well, this is just food. There is so much to be bought. You see here Ukrainian hot dogs. Look at the top of the pictures, IKEA furniture. It's now possible to find so many kind of colorful clothing that are all so different. This is the entry of a big department store that there is over there. Just remember, in the movie, the interview, they were saying there was that kind of fake food store. You see here kids playing. It's so different nowadays. All the image that you have of North Korea are not true. You see here all sort of electronics. But now it's really possible to have the same kind of store that you have anywhere else on the planet with real food. It's not true like in the interview with that fake food store. That is not true. You see here, there's even live fish. So there's all sort of stuff that you can buy. I found cheese, you can get fruit, you can get whatever you want, all sort of different kind of clothes. And they're really proud of them because especially about the clothes, they mostly do them themselves. So even if they have colorful kind of clothes, they're being made in North Korea. About the big statue of the leader, well, things have changed because there's been another leader that have passed away. So now the two of them side by side. Pretty much any tourist goes there because almost mandatory. About the subway, very long, very deep. Basically, it's the nuclear thing for the whole place with here the regular sitting there because it's so deep. Well, it's still possible to see the regular down this huge hallway going down. Yes, there is some paintings on the wall and mosaic. Still there, of course. Still the same. They're everywhere in the metro. It's beautiful one. Propaganda truck are still there, but on very special occasions, so you might encounter them. Now, I was talking about the movie The Interview. You remember that puppy? Well, guess what? I found two puppies. So this is puppy number one that I found. Try to keep it. And this is number two. So, of course, there were wild dogs, but still, sometimes you can meet some. I want to say a lot of things about the people. Remember, Guy Delisle basically had that Kim guy that was such a nightmarish kind of guy. You see here different kind of pictures I took with North Koreans. Here, high five class, giving to the kids. It's a lot of fun. It's no longer like this. Of course, some of them are afraid of us because they have a very negative image of us. But most of them have understood that we are just other people. Just think about the people. Don't worry about the government that don't get along. Think about the millions and millions of people. They're just having fun. Like here, those kids at the orphanage playing with my phone. They're having fun. They're just fun people. That's what you need to remember. Those people over there kind of enjoy being there with you. Here, me giving a wildflower, the military parade. And last, well, Guy Delisle finished his book throwing a paper airplane through the window of the Yankagdo Hotel. So I will finish the exact same way. Hope you enjoyed this video. Here goes Pyongyang, my paper airplane through the Yankagdo. And sorry, I failed it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.